I literally get sent thousands of invention ideas every single week, and maybe like 5 out of every 1,000 are good enough to be a possible future unnecessary invention. Like, this is just one Sunday's worth of submissions I do over on Instagram for my Sunday inspiration sessions. And sometimes people don't send me invention ideas, they send me their life problems and they want me to solve them. So today I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna be solving your life problems with my unnecessary inventions. And the very first problem that we have comes to us over on Instagram from Marcus Wilson. And he says, yo, I'm always forgetting where I put my beer down. Can you invent something to fix that? You know what, Marcus? I absolutely can. And the first thing I thought of when I saw this problem was my Air Socks invention. It was a way for you to guarantee that you would never lose your favorite pair of socks using Apple AirTags. So it only seems right to build a similar accessory so that Marcus never loses his beer can again. I just need to actually find my AirTags. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it. I found him. Let's get designing. And even though it's only it's about 11:30 in the morning, if I'm making a beer can invention, I think I need a beer can. So let us dive right into Fusion 360 to start designing this product. I know that the dimensions of this beer can are 2.56 inches, so that will be our radius, diameter of the invention. So this is gonna be just a nice sleeve that goes around our beer can and snugly fits on there. And then we also know that this Apple AirTag is 1.2 inches, so then we'll also have a section where the AirTag can go into the device, and that way he can always use his phone to track wherever he put his beer can. Here's the final product. I think it's looking pretty good. It's got a little bit of flair to it, but now it's time to send it off to the 3D printer. So this invention's gonna take about 3.5 hours to print, and instead of sitting around and waiting for this thing to finish up, I thought we'll get it started and then get started on our next invention. But I'll give you guys just a little bit of a time lapse. But unfortunately, that is all you get for right now. We've got the other camera going, doing a time lapse, so we'll check in with that later, but on to our next problem. This one comes to us in the form of an email that says, invention idea, please open. Hey, I opened it, so I guess it worked. Hi, Matty. I live in an area where winter has started and I've been bundling up when I go outside. At the same time, my city recently started requiring masks indoors again. The only problem is I keep forgetting one in my car, back home, etc., etc., etc. So I need you to integrate a mask into a warm piece of clothing so that I won't get the evil eye trying to go in somewhere this winter without my mask on. Thanks. We're making a scarf. Well, a scarf with a mask built into it so that when she goes out. Plaid is always a really nice fabric to work with because if you're horrible at cutting straight lines like I am, it has natural guides built right into the fabric so you know exactly where you need to be cutting. And so for this invention, we're going to be busting out the sewing machine to sew ourselves a brand new face mask scarf combo situation. We're gonna use this plaid fabric as our main scarf, and then this lighter blue fabric that kind of looks like those surgical masks, and that's what's gonna be the end, that's gonna be the mask. And of course, integrated into there is gonna be some elastic straps so that it goes up and around our ears. One nice thing is that all of like the 3D printer and engineering and design stuff was all learned over on YouTube, but my mom taught me how to sew when I was probably like 13 years old, so that was super helpful. I think we'll go for this sewing machine on the end here and get cracking on this invention for our cold, COVID-safe fan. The first thing I did was sew those two colors together and iron out those seams flat, and then I pinned it together so it lined up perfectly. Then I very scientifically measured out the elastic and pinned those on the inside so I could start sewing the entire body of the scarf into one giant piece. Once it was together, I could pull it inside out. I sewed into the back part. But before I give you a full look at our brand new invention, let's see how the other one's doing. It looks like we are probably about 30% of the way there. Looking pretty good so far, though. But here in Burlington, it's actually about 25 degrees out, so I thought, why not test out our brand new invention in the real world? And I'm not sure if plaid and camo go together, but we're doing it anyway. We're nice and bundled up in our scarf, and of course we've got our mask on the end with our elastic so that it stays on our face. See, look, snow. I told you it was cold outside. Okay, we are out in the real world. I've got my scarf. Let's go ahead and put our mask on. We got one ear right here. Go ahead and put the other ear on. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I mean, I'm looking good. I'm warm, I'm fashionable. Make sure it's over your nose. Always gotta make sure it's over your nose. I don't know, I would say that this invention is definitely a success. Back to the studio. For my next invention, I actually need your guys' help to come up with an idea for a future project. So comment down below your unnecessary invention idea as a possible add-on accessory for today's video sponsor, and that is the Roborock S7 Robotic Vacuum. I've been using the S7 here for a few weeks, picking up all of the dust and crumbs around the unnecessary studio with their brand new upgraded brush. Plus, it has sonic mopping technology that can scrub floors up to 3,000 times per minute. So it's easily able to pick up my dirty Vermont winter footprints in the studio and those caked on coffee spills that I somehow make every single day. It also has ultrasonic carpet recognition, so it'll automatically lift the mop when it goes over any carpets. It also has precision mapping that shows me the entire studio on the Roborock app. So I can set up no-go zones that virtually tell it not to go in those areas. Like today, I can have it completely avoid my camera while I'm filming those time lapses on the 3D printers. This is also really handy for me when I'm 3D printing overnight because I can automatically schedule the S7 to run at any time while I'm gone. It really has been the perfect little cleaning companion I need around the studio. Be sure to go check out the link down in my description to see more of the Roborock S7 and pick one up for yourself. And don't forget to comment down below what I should build for it. Now on to the next invention. I have too many remotes for my TV, it's annoying, fix. Leave it to a Facebook comment to just not really have much information, but I can figure it out. For this one, I think I'm gonna use the Glowforge laser cutter to cut out a piece of acrylic that's sort of like a holster for all sorts of remotes I have. Because I myself do have a whole bunch of remotes here as well. I don't even know if I know what all of these things do. Better safe than sorry to have them all organized. Okay, enough designing, here's what it's gonna look like. It's basically gonna be one giant tray that houses all of your remote controls. A little design accent that I thought I would add is color coding each of the remotes. So maybe you're like on the phone with your parents and you're like, use the blue remote to turn the TV on. And look at that, we just solved two problems in one. Let's go shoot some laser beams and get this invention made. Hold up, pause, let's check on the beer tags real quick. I think we are now at about 75% done with the beer tags. Hopefully it's coming out okay. Now back to the organizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have all of our pieces of the different colored acrylic lasered out and looking pretty good. Now we just gotta put all of these pieces together. So you know when I asked for some invention ideas earlier, I actually have one idea that I do kind of want to make. But I am hoping that you guys come up with something maybe better, something more fun, because it is fun including you guys in on the unnecessary inventions world. But you gotta actually come up with an A+ idea that I actually want to make. But all of the pieces are now glued together. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and I think it's time to finally test out the beer sticks. Beer tags? Did I call them beer sticks earlier? Beer tags, not air sticks. Duh. Now, where in the world did I leave my beer? Oh, it's only, oh, it's 12 feet away? Oh, it looks like it's straight ahead. Oh my God, I left it inside the 3D printer. I'm such an idiot. Not only do we have ourselves a beer, but we also have ourselves our second completely finished invention. We've got the Apple AirTag right there, built right inside of the invention, and it's pretty snug on there that it is not gonna go anywhere. The other thing I thought about with this invention is imagine bringing it to like a festival or a concert, and you put it on your friend's beer, so then if you lose your friends, you can track them by their drink that they're drinking. Genius. Now we just have one more invention that we need to check out. Well, I didn't need a location tracker to find our very last invention, because it's kind of massive, and I guess that's the whole point of it. We did have one corner up here snapped, but Here we have all of my remotes perfectly organized in one firm 2-grip invention. So now I can say, Mom, push the red remote. But another one of your horrible life problems is finally solved with a brand new unnecessary invention. So today we protected ourselves from COVID by staying warm, we found ourselves a beer, and we got organized around the house. With that, I'm gonna enjoy all 3 of these things, and I will see you at the next unnecessary invention. See ya!